Hey guys, so trying out the Garmin Edge 530 for the first time on my mountain bike ride. I used it on my road bike ride, but I didn't make a video of that. Anyway, this is a trail that I ride all the time. It's a very frequently used trail. I set it up to have that trail forks thing where it picks up a trail that people are timing themselves on and using. Although I'm not sure why they put this pavement part on the timing. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really start my timing until I hit the uphill section of the dirt. And I mean, to me, this pavement is going to be a super fast section. If you want to race this pavement section before you get to the climbing, I guess you could to make an overall faster time. But as you know, most of my rides are on my single speed, so I'm pretty much pedaled out when it comes to the pavement descent before you get to the ascent. Anyway, I love this computer. It's really very, very nice. It's intuitive. It picks up my heart rate monitor right away. That was easy to set up. It actually picked up two different heart rate monitors because I have the Jabra earbuds that have a heart rate monitor built into the earbuds. I'll have to show you that sometime. And it picked up that, and it wasn't confused because I had both heart rate sensors going on my chest strap for my Polar H7 and those Jabras in it. As soon as I took out my headphones, it switched over to the heart rate strap. It didn't give you all that drama you have to do with, forget this device and connect this device or any of that stuff. It's intuitive. So Garmin is probably the expert at doing this kind of stuff. And of course, integrating all the GPS advancements. So we're going to see how this goes. I don't know if I'll be using this on my descent. I'll probably take it off and put it in my pack just because I don't want to crash and break my $300 computer and possibly ram my knee into it if I go over the bars. So here we go. As far as I'm concerned, the climb starts right around the corner. I'll show you where I usually start my climb. Today I had a couple things I want to show you before I start the climb, and that's a couple things I switched out on the setup on my gear bike. I'm riding the gear bike today mainly because I rode 60 something miles yesterday. I can't remember exactly. And so technically I should have a rest day, but I'm just enjoying it and taking advantage of our beautiful Southern California weather, because it was cold last week, a couple rainy days. And then I'll scroll through the Garmin and show you the other stuff that I set up for my personal screens and the standard stuff that comes as the second and third screen. I was hesitant about getting a big Garmin like this many years ago, just for the fact that I felt that it was a road thing, and a big computer like that, or strapping your iPhone onto your handlebars was just really asking for disaster, and so I didn't buy the first couple Garmin models. Just they look too big. This one is a little bit trimmed down from some of the other models, but it's still pretty big. It's something I wouldn't want on my handlebars for a mountain bike ride when I'm riding technical stuff. But that's me personally. Some guys like to have their gauges and gadgets splayed across their handlebars, but that's just not me. With Bluetooth technology, you can put anything in your pack and still capture the data. You just can't see it. But with headphones, you can listen to it. So anyway, let me show you some of the other screens. So it's on the climb timing and shows you my heart rate, what I got up to right now, and the average. Another thing on heart rate, and then there's the regular screen that shows the different fields that I put together. You can go up to something crazy like 8 or 10 different data fields. I put, let me see, that's 7. I put 7 on there, and that works for me. My gravel, I think, has 8, or I think it has one more screen. So then that makes 3 solid lines there, and then 4 boxes at the bottom. Here's your GPS map showing where you're at. I never really use that. I know my way around mountain or roads, but that'll come in handy for the Philippines. Thing about your percentage grade, shows you what percentage elevation and the grade you're at. The direction, just a regular compass. And here we are back to that screen that shows my time against my time. So it's doing a countdown showing how much time. Now I didn't really, like I said, I picked the trail fork to be right here and to start this climb and start my challenge. That other stuff, I don't really think it's relevant because it's so flat getting over here. I mean, you really don't start climbing until you cross that water stream that we just crossed. So for me, for mountain biking, it would make sense to, especially with a single speed mountain bike, it would make sense to just keep it at this junction right here. And that's what I have on Strava, but I'm not sure why Strava picked up, because it picks it up from Strava when you set it up as your favorites. And go to DesFit or DC Rainmaker to get more details how to do that. Those guys are great at that. I'm not making a website to be the tech expert. I ride too much. I use my extra time riding, and I don't edit my videos and do all that, as you guys know. So here's how I set it up, and here's some of the things I changed. I changed to this wolf tooth oval ring, and I'm trying that out today. I never used an oval ring before. It felt a little bit different on that initial climb. I have my wheel set up with a race face arc, which is the offset 135 with a nice wide rim in the back with a Terravel 2.4, but Terravel's 2.4s are like 2.5 of everybody else, or maybe even 2.6s. Some, like Maxxis, runs real skinny, so probably a 2.6 Maxxis. And then I had this old tire, the Schwalbe Knobby Nick, that I already had on this WTB scraper, so I just kept it on there. So that's the setup that I got going right there. And then one little final touch, and of course my shadow's going in as that Robert Axel Projects axle. I don't really like having an axle sticking out, so I put that one that stays flush and you just bolt it on. That's the axle right there. Anyway, back to the climb. And I'll just see how this goes for a little while. There we go. How was that? I would have my camera running, so I just caught your jump on my GoPro.
Yeah, no one's out there, so you can like kind of bomb down.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. So I'm about to do the same thing after I make my loop, but I was playing with my new Garmin, and so just kind of taking a video on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll put it in my pack for the descent, though. I'm not going to leave that thing hanging up there.
Yeah, I know. Like a magnet, or is it?
No, it's just twist on and off.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And so you just twist it on and off.
Yeah.
But it's got this thing where you put in your Strava segments, and then it'll tell you what your time is on the Strava segment.
Oh.
Although for some reason this segment starts like on the parking lot or the pavement, which I don't even count that time because I'm just taking it easy. I've never, and my regular bike is a single speed, so I'd be winded out and only up to a certain speed there it would make sense to start my timing. To me, the timing starts to the saddle starts here.
That's what I did. That's how I was doing my time. And, I just do the stopwatch, but 46 minutes.
You could just get Strava on your phone and do it with Strava too.
Yeah, I know. I downloaded it, but I just haven't like gone through the process. But I use Trail Forks. I'm used to that. Can you
this says this is the Trail Forks links to the Garmin.
Okay.
This is the new Edge 530. That has all the mountain bike shit on it.
How does it look? Oh yeah, that's a good display.
Yeah, it's a very nice display.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the display screen for the Trail Fork.
Yeah.
Really?